What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Pens and Tea. My name is Carrie, and today we're going to do a different video. I'm here on the Goulet Pen site, not sponsored, not anything, just solely because it has a really nice setup for what I'm going to talk about. And that is how I go ahead and purchase ink samples, or how I look at ink. And the first thing I do is I come to an ink sample section of anybody's website. I'm using the Goulet Pen Company just because their site, I think, is the best curated. I like the fact that they've invested a lot of time into filters. They have pretty much the best photography when it comes to samples and trying to get like really accurate photos. And I think of any website, they do carry the most samples. So that's why I'm using this. In no way am I sponsored. In no way am I telling you to buy them from this site. I'm just saying I personally use this site as a resource when I'm looking. I don't necessarily buy from here because I am Canadian and their shipping is a little much, but I use their website a lot to look. Anyways, so when I look for samples, I generally have something in mind. So I'm generally looking for a specific color. I'm generally looking for something that is a little bit saturated, has a bit of sheen to it. And I, never want to look for something like this. I don't like any of those colors. So what I usually do is if the website has filters, usually all websites will have brands that you can choose from. I'm not too picky on brands, so I never usually pick those. If I have a color in mind, then I will choose a specific color. So let's say I'm looking for a brown. It'll give you all different shades of brown. Are you looking for shimmer? This is where Goulet, I think, nails it and most other companies don't. Are you looking for shimmer? No. I don't like shimmer in my ink. I think it gums up pens, so I don't want it. I'm not really looking for anything else here, so I don't really care about any of that. So I've got the filters set up now. And now I'm going to look for something that is kind of saturated. I like browns that are on the warmer side. So something like this, like a diamine terracotta versus something like Rome burning. This I don't look like. So what I'll usually do if I find something that I like is I'll click on it. I'll go to the page itself. If there are any reviews, I'll take a read through there. Again, I'm not too picky for things like this, but a lot of sites will have that. This one in particular doesn't look like it has any reviews for this, but what I'll do is I'll add it to the cart, and then I will just continue shopping. So I'll go back. Oh, okay, I like this one too. So I would click on here, and then I would add it to cart. This one does have reviews, 103 of them actually. So you could take a read through those if you want to, just to kind of get a little bit more with the characteristics. I don't really pay attention to those, to be honest. I look mainly for color, and then I will test it out myself. So basically that's all I do is I go through, I look at the sample colors. Everything that I like, I will add to the cart. I usually end up with like 20 to 30, and then I'll narrow it down to however many I actually want. If I was looking specifically for something with like sheen, let's say, I could come back and I will undo all of these. Yes, Parker dear. The only thing I wish that I could separate by, and that even Goulet doesn't have it, is something like sheen. That is what I look for a lot of times. But I do like the fact that with their samples, you can see them right from the homepage here. You don't have to go into it in order to actually get there. What I also find funny too, specifically with this one, is you can tell the samples that Brian did himself back in the day with his writing versus when somebody else took over and suddenly you get fancier writing. But yeah, that's basically all I do. It's a really simple process. Other websites will have similar things. So if I head to, let's say if I'll head to my fellow Canadian one here, I'll go to Fountain Pen Ink. This is wonderpens.com. their site is a little bit different. They have all of their inks in the same one. They don't separate by samples like Goulet does. Um, so what I usually will do is I'll just hit most popular if I'm not necessarily looking for something, um, with anything in particular in mind. Theirs, for whatever reason, is always backwards. And I will literally just, go through the motions here of looking through them. So let's say I was interested in this one, which is something I cannot pronounce. Uh, they give you a general one. This site is hit or miss whether you do. I'll come down here. I'll check out the sample. Keep in mind, America, this is Canadian pricing. It sucks being in Canada sometimes. But yeah, it's just, take a look, find your favorite website. Like I said, I don't necessarily buy from Goulet all the time because their shipping is ridiculous to Canada, especially for just ink. And I always get hit by customs. So, but I use this site a lot for research. They also have really nice ones here where you can gather like ink samples. So if you're just starting, you can get like a whole bunch all built into one so that you don't even have to go through and curate your own. They've done that for you. And I think that's really, really neat. When I first started getting into ink samples, I actually went through and I went to the, where is it here, by brand. We open this up here, went to my brand, and I bought whole lines of things. So I bought the entire line of Iroshizuku. I bought the whole line of, what else did I do? Pretty sure I did a Monteverde one as well. I think I did. What else did I do? Oh, J.Herbin, I did that one. It wasn't the best sellers, but it was something like that. And I just bought like a whole bunch of different samples, and I had no ink bottles in my hand. But I just, I would start with samples and build from there. Then when you add to cart, it adds the whole thing for you. So you don't have to go through each individual one. And that's about it. So basically, if you're looking for samples, go with something in mind for what you're looking for. If you're not, like if you don't have anything in particular that you're looking for, go with like a sample set. Most places will have sample sets open, which is kind of nice. And if not, just take a look. But that's about it, guys. There's not too much involved with buying ink. Just go with your gut. You can't go wrong. The beautiful thing about ink samples is that they're pretty cheap. Even if you only get like one, it's like $1.50. If you get a whole pack, you could be up to like $30. But even then, by comparison, you're golden. So don't think about it too hard. Just go with your gut, see what you like, and try stuff out. So guys, I appreciate you watching. Hit that like button if you liked it. Hit that thumbs up button if you really, really liked it. Hit that subscribe button. Leave a comment down below. And as always, I'll see you next time. Bye.